We've got a special guest tonight. Ross Kemp is here.
This week on Ross Kemp on Vapes.
Jay, oh, you're at the top. I've just scrolled all the way at the top of chat. Sorry, I'm a couple of minutes late, folks. Evening, Simon. Paul, good evening. They've been messing. What? Oh, I don't know. That's probably a chat within chat. Hopefully, it's not me been messing you about, Simon. DE,
No,
good
it's
evening.
not. It's
DE.
BP Mods.
It's what?
BP Mods.
Oh,
The pioneer, didn't he? Everybody else has had theirs except him.
be patient. It will arrive. Says he.
They haven't even given him a tracking number, I don't think.
Haven't they?
They give everybody else.
He's a bit like that. We'll get on into that in a little while. But he's actually sounds a pound. But it took me ages to get mine. It really did. Right, D. Good evening, D. Tongta. Hopefully I'll pronounce that right. Good evening, and welcome, Paul. Good evening, Iggy. Hello, Iggy.
Hey up,
Keith,
Iggy.
good evening, Keith. Couple of bits of news for you tonight, Keith. You might be interested in.
Oh, it's Davari related, is it?
Is it what?
Dwarf related.
No, it's not. No. It's no. I'll get to that. I'll keep them in suspense. Jackie, good evening. Oh, YouTube says I've gone live. That was nice of them. Just had the email up. Di, good evening, Di. Simon, I've said. Iggy, I've said. Keith. Where else we got? All the same people. Alan, hello, Alan. Manic, hello, Manic. Cool, Manic. You lost your top spot tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, you're in the second division. Who else we got? Mick King. Scott Lee. Hello, Scott. I think you left a message on my YouTube, on my review of the Pandora. I think it was you. If it was, thank you for that. I haven't got a chance to reply to some of those. There's only 8 behind, something like that. I think I said Paul. Rufus, good evening, Rufus. Neil Roberts, good evening. Stuart. Alan, I think I said Alan, didn't I? Adrian, hello, Adrian. Working my way through. Obviously tonight. Oh, UK Vapester. Hi, Rob. Hopefully your parcel arrived today, Rob. Sorry, I meant to message you and say it was on its way yesterday, but time went, disappeared. Not to worry. I'm skipping through. If I've missed anyone, I apologise. Mark H. Hello, Mark H. Stuart, I think I said. David Fisher. I didn't say David. Good evening, David, and welcome. And I think the rest. Pav. And Kieran. My word, there's some people in here tonight. Mark's playing with his dildo again. Which one? Which one? That proves I've got more than one.
Got a wardrobe full.
I think it was the butt plug he's referring to open the cap on a battery. Evening, Daniel. I've got a new interesting core to try. A 10 core. Oh, my word. Replacement for mesh. Manic. Wow. Well, send us a picture. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Ross, good evening. Was going to say Phil Mitchell Vapes. There you go. Phil Mitchell. Curly Chew, good evening. Scrolling down. Laurie, hello, Laurie. And you're welcome, Rob. Thanks for sending it, he says. Actually, I haven't put some of these comments on the screen tonight because we haven't got a guest. And the trouble is, when there's 3, it covers them over a little bit.
Yeah.
So I try not to.
It has its moments.
Yeah, it does. No news yet, Paul. Will you leave me alone about that? I'm trying, trust me. If they don't reply to emails, it's not my fault, but it is in hand. Perhaps you need to badger them to tell them to supply me. There you go. There's your challenge. You've given me the challenge. I'll bounce it back to you. Alan says that's what he's done. He's shaved it off. Raheem. Hello, Raheem. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I think I did. Stuart Ayton. Lynn. Hello, Lynn. Both spanners are on parade tonight. Nice.
Yep. Hi, Lynn. I'll do Lynn.
Bob. Dear, by the time I realised you'd said that, I said, "Hey, it's too late then, isn't it?" Dion, I think I said hello to. Kieran, I did say hello to. I think. Erskine, no, I didn't say Erskine. I think that's everyone. Have I got everyone? Rasper, didn't get Rasper.
Hitman, 86.
Hitman 86, I miss him. Robert Laws, Hitman 66 has just come through. And Dean, the Devil Vapor. There's a good place.
Yep, Dino.
Right. Martin, what are you vaping on? John, whatever.
John, dive. Right, dive.
All right, Dave?
Get out of my pub. Well, this evening I have got the Barrage on top of the DNA 200 M17. In that I've got some digestive custard from AD Vaping. Had to get that one in there.
From where?
ADVaping.com.
Oh, okay, right, okay, interesting.
Then I've got the Easy Mod with the Brunhild mouth to lung on it.
So pause right there. What do you think of that?
Do you know something? It's the only tank I've ever wicked and coiled, and it's worked straight off the bat.
You must be awful then, if you've only done it once.
No, normally with a tank, if you don't got quite the wicking right, you know what I mean? This, you just wick it, stuff it, and leave it.
Yeah.
The way it goes. It just wicks like an absolute champ. That steel wire works brilliantly, and it's been like that for, I think, about 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been on the same wick. The wickings, it wicks like fuck. I've got 60-40 in there. Some Blake 7 from AD Vaping in that. And then next up, I've got the vape mail I got this morning. I've got the Series B from Jack Vapor.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
These are cracking mods, mate. They've been selling these for years.
Yeah,
Little DNA 75 large screen.
Like that. They do some nice stuff, don't they, Jack Vapor?
Yeah. With the Pandora on the top. They still sell their original Cigalite kit. They sell loads of them.
Do they? That was my first kit, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Vic's, wasn't it?
Was it?
It's what Vic started reviewing on, wasn't it?
Right.
One of the kits. And then finally, on top of that, on top of the lovely Darwin Mods Gecko, I've got the Nautilus GT, and that has got some blackcurrant, lime, and raspberry from Naturevape.
Excellent.
Let's concentrate. Don't vape concentrate neat, guys.
No, don't do it neat. Not neat wheat, mate.
It's a bit strong. A bit throaty.
So thanks, Dean. Always 5 minutes behind. I actually think that's a compliment. I'm very often a lot further behind than 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I'll take that. I'll take 5 minutes every time. Mark, have you seen the new mod Aspire is bringing to say? Yeah, it's very, very similar to the Easy mod, isn't it? It's Sunbox have designed that as well.
Yeah.
Instead
I like
of
the fact you can unscrew it, it makes 18350, innit?
Sorry?
The Aspire one goes to 18350
as
well.
It does. Yeah,
quite cool.
Instead of sort of having this boxed in part here, there's
got the telescopic,
isn't it?
I think it unscrews or something.
Yeah. But what can you say? It is very similar. You can't deny.
No.
So Aspire doing clones. I wonder if the top reviewers will want to review one of them then.
Technically, it's not a clone because obviously it's a compatible thing, isn't it?
Oh, the idea just came into their head, did it? And it happened to be very similar to the Easy mod. Okay.
Yeah, but it's Sunbox, isn't it?
I know. I am being facetious and all those other things.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I have seen that. James, did the clippers run out of batteries? Why, what's he missed? Oh, his chin bit.
Dude, I trimmed all this, man. Cheeky sods.
He's done underneath, hasn't you?
Yeah, I've done everywhere, mate.
Yeah,
Just needs a wet shave now to clean it up because my razor's a bit shit.
You've done both of them.
Yeah, I've done both chins. More chins than Chinese
Oh,
food. But
bloody talk. Look at me, like an old bloody turkey.
beautiful.
Beautiful. Using my frosted side by side with Pandora, very nice. Oh, that sounds like a nice setup, Alan. We'll go on about what I'm vaping in a minute. I guess currently tooting on the Pandora RTO mark. Finished recording my review for it today. Right, let's put that up there so people see it's Dean, Devil Vapor. Look forward to seeing that, Dean. Good, bad, or indifferent. J. Jerry, good evening. Coil UK. Mesh Club, how many joined on the bandwagon? Robert Laws, Mesh Club. Mesh Club? I'm not sure what that means. Mesh Club. Is there a Mesh Club, or is he just saying how many people are now getting into Mesh? I'm
I
not
have
sure.
no idea, mate.
Sure. Tell us the full story, Robert. Come on, not half of one. Triology on Boxer 250 lipo. Oh my word, Rufus, that sounds like a bit of kit you got there. Right, shall I do what I'm vaping on? I don't think there's anything else.
Yeah, go for it, me old marker.
Oh, Manic, Naturevape sent you a picture of that replacement for the mesh on the Naturevape Facebook page. Oh, right, did you? I haven't seen that. I must admit, today has been a bit of a day from the hell, but not to worry. So I'll have a look, Manic. I'll have a look. I have an old lorry. I have an old Kangatech mod. I want to see if it works, but it only shows 9.99 home with my coil.
I would say that the wire's broken on your 510, or there's a fault on the board, because that's the common thing with those. If they don't have a connection, they display 9.99 ohms.
Now, you see, I know Laurie doesn't like waste for waste's sake. She doesn't like,
like me.
Plastic, etc. Which I completely and utterly agree with her. But on this occasion, Laurie, I don't think there's anything in that mod that you'd want to salvage, and that has got to go to recycling stroke bin, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Maybe if you can whip it open and have a look, see if there's a loose wire.
Oh,
but 9 times out of 10, it's either a fault on the board or the wire.
Theo Chrono, good evening from Greece. Well,
hello, Greece.
Yeah, I went to Greece. When did I go to Greece? Was that last year? Yeah, it was last year. Loved it. Yeah, I like Greece. Jerry, Laurie. Right, okay, let's do what I'm vaping on. I don't think there's anything else there that I can get to quickly. So, yeah, I'm going to go with it. Dot. I've gone without the green screen tonight, guys, as well. I've gone back to old standard ways. Dot mod. I do like these, You didn't like yours. A bit spitty.
Didn't like mine. I just found it the rattlesnaking horrible, but then again, I didn't have that thing.
Yeah, I've got the dot shell inside. I had a bit of an issue with the dot shell, actually. I thought, this isn't tasting right. It's not right. And what it was I always put my coil low. Always do.
Yeah.
But it was, there isn't a lot of height room in there anyway.
Yeah.
But I'd got it touching the airflow pin.
Ah, right, so it was shorting out.
It was shorting out. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Occasionally, so it wasn't giving the full oomph.
And it just wasn't giving me a nice vape, but it is now. So it's user error, folks. User error.
I usually have mine 1 or 2 mil above the airflow, so it catches all the coil.
Yeah, I tend to put mine low. I think that's because I like quite a tight vape. Like a tight draw, and you learn that put it lower, it just helps with that a bit. But yeah, that's me anyway. I'm also vaping this thing. What is it? The Hell Vape mouth to lung. Blue. I know
that's a bit of garish colour though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only colour I could get. It's quite an old tank now, isn't it? But it's one that had passed me by. I hadn't tried. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's a bit. It doesn't give you that. The airflow isn't quite right. I don't think. Now, whether that could be me, I seem to get it right the first time, but with the first tank of juice, now I'm not getting a lot of flavour. But it's not bad. It's not bad. If anyone fancies chucking 20 quid at something for a change, you could do worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have that in preference to a cog anyway.
Yeah.
Trusty old True Tank is in front of me. Sort of skip by.
So you matched the juice colour in that to your mod.
That is actually.
It's pretty damn bob on, isn't it?
Yeah, not far out. It's actually gone a bit at the bottom there.
Yeah, that's because your wick needs re-wicking it, and all the gunk's seeping back into the tank.
I've been vaping other things a lot recently.
Tequila Sunrise, isn't it?
So, it's sat a bit with that tank in for Well, I'll probably have that in there for 3, maybe 4 days. So
Yeah.
I guess that's why. What else am I on? Pandora.
Allura. I'm really enjoying it, to be honest.
It's not a bad tank, is it? It's not a bad tank. You can't say it is, it isn't.
The tank's biffing.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on.
Do they give it? Have they been crawling up your bottom since last
They've
week?
been messaging me, to be honest. It's almost like they're so thick-skinned, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've sent them the rudest message I've ever sent a company in my life. And believe you me, it was rude by anyone's standards.
I know, I heard it.
I did show it to you. Now, you can...
Yeah, you told me, didn't
can't you? It was rude, wasn't it? It was rude and to the point. And then you get, do I want to order some more? No? Anyway. Look what I've got, Jay.
Oh, look. He's on the Arctic Dolphin, ladies and gentlemen. Oof. Which one's that? Is that the single 26-50? Yeah.
It is, yeah. Yeah, it is. 26,650.
Nice.
I've got that at 64 watts. If you can see that. I'll hold that up again. There's something on the top I didn't want to give away. 64 watts, 0.22 ohm coil. Can you see down there, Jay?
No, I can't see that. I can see, like, I like that knurling on the top, that sort of like chevron-esque, like a watch.
See down there, there's not a lot in there, is there?
No.
Let's have a go.
Ladies and gentlemen, dry hit time.
No.
Clouds, bro.
Not bad. Not bad, that at all. I've got in here the bully. There you go. Whoop, this one.
The bully bulu.
I do like that. It's a nice photo. Nice bananas. I like it.
The thing is, I'll probably buy I quite like a nice banana, but my missus will kill me because she hates banana and she hates coffee. So I cannot vape anything that's coffee or banana flavoured. Although I am vaping banana tobacco. So
we're getting a bit foggy in here, but that is a dripper. That is a prototype that me and the company have been talking about for some time. So there you go. Vape
that's all you're bloody seeing. Anyway, if you go over to the Naturevape website, there is Arctic Dolphin mods aplenty on there. There's a single 26,650, there's a dual 18,650 and a single 18,650. You will get a random colour because there's so many different variants. So get on there, and they are at a silly knockdown price.
These were something stupid, like sort of knocking towards
100 odd quid, weren't
they?
No,
I think originally they were about 300.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, everyone, I've had these a good 2 years.
He found a box and he forgot about.
And I never did put them on the site. And I just thought, you know, they're not a new mod anymore. But I think this is the dual 18,650 one.
Keep that one. I want that one. It's blue. That's the one I want.
Dual 18,650. A little catch at the bottom there. Oh,
that one's broken.
That one's broken.
Yeah.
You can see it's all wood inside.
They really are nice for the money, guys. They're a really nice mod for the money.
So that's that one. And
put that in the box marks, Jay.
I've got a few sort of they are all random, and if I'm not trying to do my sales pitch here, but if anyone does think I really want one of them, but can you hold one up and I'll tell you if that's the one I want.
Yeah, or just say like I want one with a bit of blue on it, or whatever your favourite colours in it.
You see, that one's quite similar. See, there's I don't know if you can see it. There's a brownie sort of
like
green,
a brownie red one, isn't it?
Doesn't
but then of course you turn them over, and then they're all random, aren't they?
Yeah, they are literally all random, but they're all they're all nice, aren't they? And the nasty. There's a greeny type one here as well. That's quite nice.
Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, that was quite nice with a bit of red on it. I'm a blue fan, me. So
any old side up. So that's that one, and the cheaper one still is the single 18,650. That has a little screw bit at the bottom. There's a single 18650.
Yeah, yeah. Put that one with my name on it. It's blue. Yeah.
You can't buy them all, Jay.
I want one of each.
Do you?
Yeah.
Want that one?
I want that one with similar colours, so they're all like an array of matchiness. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Well, those two I put aside. And where's mine? Here it is. Yeah, I do. I thought I haven't really got, other than, and ignore the elastic band on there because it's not on here for any reason. That's the only other 2650 mod I've got. And do you know what I use this for? It's just dry burning my coils.
Dry burning your coils, yeah.
That's all I use it for. I think the thing's bulletproof, isn't it? This whole thing. But there you go. So I think that's covered what I'm vaping on. There is the
Nice.
cog thing still.
Nicely, my old son. Nicely.
Vaping on that. And I think that's it. Right, what's everyone been saying?
Don't know, I wasn't looking.
You see, you're supposed to be my wingman. Oh, I don't know.
How the hell you? Hang on, I'm trying to pimp you out here. Hang on, you keep doing stuff over there, and I'll go and find these mods.
I know. I don't think there's too much in here. I find mesh more difficult to wick than round. Kentucky Bill. Yeah, I think it depends what tank you're putting in as well, Bill. I don't think it's always harder. The keys was pretty easy, I thought. Although Ian above the clouds struggled with that one.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty easy. Devil Vape, any chance you've tried the new Zeus flavours? I know a man who has. He's not in chat, I don't think. If he is, he'll soon pop up when I say this. MF. He's tried the aniseed one with the Pandora, and yes, he's cracked another plastic glass.
It's plastic. You don't put aniseed in plastic.
Do not put aniseed with plastic, folks. He did that with the Ed Zachary. There's Ian, look, he's in chat. Hi, Ian. Ian was on with Jules tonight. Jules, Mama Vapes. I popped in just to say hi. Well, that's it. That's the way forward, Laurie. Bin it. That's the way forward. Sometimes you have to. I know you don't like binning anything, and everything should be recycled. You can't recycle these cheap mods. No. There's no part of them.
Some of them you can. So it just depends. So treat yourself to something new.
Yeah. Neil, hi guys. I keep forgetting to do that, don't I? Can you spend a little time on vaping on a budget? I suggestion on best cheap mod. No pods. If too difficult, no problems. Yeah, we can do that. Vaping on a budget. What do you call a budget? I guess.
Yeah.
It
depends what you want, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, vaping on a budget is something like a little artery, stick, a pen. But I mean, would you want that? I would have thought. Would you prefer rebuildable, Neil, or would you prefer like a stock coil tank? If it's stock coil, I'm probably not the man. Oh, that's the other thing I'm vaping on. What have I done with it? I took it downstairs. I've been using it. The VX 217.
Oh, the VX.
Yeah, I took it downstairs, didn't I? Oh, plonker. Yeah, there you go. That's downstairs. Oh, yeah, I know where it is. I was using it earlier. I was vaping on it. Yeah, or, presumably you mean more sort of mouth to lung. Neil as well, because you're saying not pods. So, I mean, I'm going to... What's easy to wick? The glass? That's easy to wick.
Glass, if you want mouth to lung, yeah.
The reload is easy to wick. The tank, I think the true tank is easy to wick, although some did have some issues with that in the start. I think once you get the hang of that, you do your eyes.
Like the third time I wicked it, it was spot on.
Yeah, a lot of people at that time. There was a lot of direct lunging going on. I think a lot of the reviewers were trying to wet all the cotton, push it in, and that's when it leaked. Leave it dry, leave it fluffy, just prime the coil itself, put the top on, and it'll never leak.
Yep.
So they're tanks. I mean, all the Pandora. I don't think there's any stainless steel left now. I don't think so. I think there's a few black.
Stainless steel is my favourite colour.
Yeah, I think they're all gone now. I think they're all sold.
Like that. Are they all sold now? Are they?
Yep. And mods, you'd probably want a variable voltage one. Certainly wouldn't want a mech if it's a basic kit, would you?
No.
So something like that would do you well. The Ember 60. That would do you well.
Built-in battery in that as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a built-in battery, so you haven't got to buy a battery.
Or a charger.
So
keeps the budget down.
There you go. I think that'll probably cater for that.
Yeah.
Theo Chrono, good evening. Peace and love all from ATC. Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of that in the news lately, has there?
No.
Swirling Monk, good evening. J. Jerry. Gamble. Sorry, I'm flicking through. Anyone who wants me, just put Mark in capitals, then I don't have to read quite so much. Like Robert Laws here. Naturevape, what I mean about the mesh club was I was wondering how many people are getting the mesh adapter for the Titan. Ah, right. Being as it's in vogue at the moment. Gotcha now, Robert. Thank you for explaining that. I'll put that on the screen because it makes more sense. Yeah, I haven't had it. I haven't tried that one. Simon, a top UK vendor, is stocking the Pandora Evo. Is that a sad face or a zipped face? I can't read
that. Yeah. Naturevape stock the Pandora if there's any left.
Yeah, and that was what it was all about, Simon, to be fair. That that they had a deal with me and what I thought was pretty exclusive. Then they told me I couldn't sell to Germany. Well, I won't be told that I can't. My website sells worldwide and I can't not sell to people in Germany. So that was the first one. Then they said they'd like to get Evolution on board and they need big distributors that I wasn't big enough. And I just thought, I'll do one. So there you go. That's where it all comes from. Jay the Crazy Ape E-Liquid at 80 vaping. It's a good banana vape. There you go.
Yeah. Logan's having a bottle of that. He loves that stuff.
You see, you're answering in chat. You're reading through, not talking to me. And I'll get there, Joe.
It's just because it refreshed and he messaged me directly, so it's just like one of them.
And Simon says, yeah, he got his from me anyway, which, I think there's a lot of familiar names in chat that did actually buy the Pandora.
Mike's already ordered one of the Arctic Dolphins. He was umming and ahhing last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was umming and ahhing last night. No, I can't really do it. And then it looks like he's ordered one.
There's not that many. I think there was 9 of the 26 650s. There were 10. Well, I remember that. And I think there was similar numbers in all of them. I'll tell you what I did forget, though.
You forgot to put the squonkers on. Oh no, the squonkers are on.
No, they're on there, but I forgot to show you one.
Let me just get mine off the shelf. There you go, ladies and gents. There's also a mechanical squonker version as well.
There you go. He's got one. They come in a nice little box, don't they?
Yeah, they do. There's a little. They're under here somewhere.
Oh Christ!
You got one?
Buggered over then.
Got one.
Hopefully that wasn't in shot. I nearly fell over. Here we go. Oh, it's all right, Joe. I've got it. There you go.
Got mine at the same time. Look, comes in a nice little sexy box. Look.
Yeah. So there you go. Right. Enough sales pitches for one day. Enough of them.
Funny thing was, I was actually looking on these boxes from China to put my mods in that I made.
Oh, were you?
But they were ridiculous amount of money to buy each. They were about 12 quid each. That's fucking too dear to put a mod in. Rufus
says he broke his bubble glass in his reload 26, only had it a day. we will be
No.
getting bubble glasses in, Rufus, for them. So have no fear. You aren't left in the cold. So you'll be all right. I think actually they're tank stands, aren't they, Jay? Now they're not bubble glasses, are they? Tank stands.
Tank stands, yeah,
Yeah.
tank stands. Go and have a look at tank stands.
You must have got one of them hairs when you were shaving your head. One must have gone in your eye, I think.
Yeah. There's a little bit of something going on.
I thought Ultim took tank crackers, Jay Jerry. Yeah, is it? I'm not even sure if it is Ultim. A lot of these tanks, you think they're Ultim, and they might not be. I don't know if it is or it isn't. It certainly looks Ultim to me, but for example, this isn't Ultim. It's a plastic, but it's not Ultim. Definitely not.
But didn't what's his face find a glass that fitted it, didn't he?
Yeah, Kieran. AVC found a glass that fitted, which I did tell Mike that MF, but I think.
Did we find out what it was off?
It was quite an obscure. He's in chat, I think, Kieran, but it's quite
something like a smock baby beast or something, wasn't it, or something?
Don't think so. I think it was something different than that. But Paul, Mark, how is the board in the single 18650 Arctic Dolphin? Tina had one of those when they first came in, and she used it and never had an issue. She did drop it once, and it landed tank first, and that caused. But I took it apart and everything
put it back together.
Yeah, put it back together. It was all good. So, yeah.
I mean, PC 1000, even PC 1000, if it's proper PC 1000, will take it. The problem goes with a lot of these plastics, with like melting and stuff on tanks, is when they polish the shit out of it. When they just leave it frosted, it doesn't do it for some reason. It doesn't crack. Don't know what it is.
No, I mean, there's what else? There's aniseed. I think aniseed's the worst.
Aniseed's a bad one. Menthol's a bad one. There are a few of them in it. Lime, pure lime's just a no-go. Lime or citrus vapes in it.
I've been alright with all the lime and all the blackcurrant raspberry lime. There can't be too much lime.
No, your lime's quite weak in that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just gives a bit of it. But you know, like if you're on a full citrus vape, you'll put it in 10 minutes later, your tank will be now.
Simon, my fetch broke today. Green screen. I've got green screen in the brain, haven't I? Screen gone. I've had it 6 months. Not to worry. Get the Fetch Pro. Fetch Pro looks nice, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Fetch Pro looks good. Or you can go with one of those nice Naradas from Mark. There, I think that probably going to wipe the floor with the Smot one.
Oh, that's downstairs as well, sitting right beside my VX217 because I've been using that all day as well.
Check out the Narada, Simon.
I use that little Narada probably more than anything.
And you can get an RBA deck for it, so jobs are good, isn't it?
Well, that's what I use it with, and you know, I think it was EC Click said that they thought that all vape will give up on that series. MF commented on it and said I disagree, and I put one under with him, and I said no, I'm with you, MF. Cracking thing. Keith, didn't think Ultim cracked. Well, we'd have addressed that. Ultim does definitely crack. I had some in my workshop I was using. It does crack. I can assure you. It's strong though, isn't it? It's strong. It's strong.
It's pretty strong.
I've tried Kiwi Berry Zeus Juice. Very nice. I like the look of the Aries 222. Yeah, I'd quite like to try that. It's
I hope it's better than the first one. The first one was shit.
Well, says you, and I've got to say I didn't try it, but I do know one or two people that swear by that Aries. They love it. I
had two, and I had nothing but issues with them. One just leaked like a sieve, and the other one just had the ohms jumping all over the place because the guy that had put it together hadn't put it together. QC on it was terrible.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, the pin that goes up the middle, the 510 pin, was actually split. Yeah, so it wasn't making contact.
All right. My phone is doing overtime. I don't know why. I'll ignore it. It's probably part of my my bad day.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned it. I'll briefly touch on it. It's just a jovial, by the way, type of thing. On February the 16th, I think it was. Or was it the 6th? Anyway, it's early Feb. I decided to get involved in the stock market and buy some shares. And I was like, they were at their peak, and I should have known better in a way, but no one knew what was coming. And there was me. Imagine me looking over the cliffs of Dover, and a few days later,
Your head like this.
I fall right on the beach. That's where my shares went. But I've hauled myself up said cliffs, and I've got myself to actually a slight little profit, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good.
But today, I think there's a software problem. It's just like wiped all my money out somehow. I don't know. There's a lot of people complaining, so I'm sure it will be fine. But there's no better way to hurt a man than in his pocket, is there? I just thought, what? It's almost like I thought, well, that's like some sort of national disaster happened I know nothing about. It's quite an alarming thing when you see it. But anyway, I digress. But I thought, I'll share my day. Share. It was Mr. Britas, what did you say?
Mr. Britas. Share. That's good.
You can tell I was stressed. I'm all froggy. Rufus, the devil knocked my mod over. Only place I can find replacement. Reload you. Yeah, I've already said to you, Rufus, that we've got the glasses coming, so don't worry. They should have been here with our first order, and they didn't turn up, so they're sending them. So they're en route. So don't worry, they'll be here any day probably. So don't worry, Rufus. All is good. All is well. Get the Berserker. There's a new Berserker out as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
New one. Haven't seen much about that. Talking of which, I thought the Berserkers were pretty good, to be honest. I had no issues with the Berserkers. Some people did. Leaks, etc. Are you with us, Jay, or are you watching right down chat?
I'm just reading through chat as you're reading it.
You are. I can tell. The initial FPs were known. Right. Oh God, yeah, Robert. The very first batch of the FP had this acrylic green swirly pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, it was shocking, that glass. It really was bad. I think you just had to, I don't know, just put VG in it and it wanted to crack. They were horrendous.
Yeah.
They soon got rid of them. In fact, I think they replaced them all with proper glass for me straight away.
See, I've got a black plastic tank section and matching drip tip for the Berserker that I got with it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. But I haven't put it on because I quite like the metal.
Still can't believe how good the Pandora is for the money. Pity yacht vapor arsehole. Second that, Jed. Second that. It is a shame because I don't know. It was just. I don't know what it was. I think he's just. Yes, it's a good tank, but I think he thinks that he's going to sell about 50,000 in the UK, and you're just not. You're just not. No. Coil UK, Mark. Any news on the wire? Yes, it's on its way. Coil UK. Plenty of it. There had to be, as I explained originally. There's Ni80, Canthal and stainless steel, all in nice aluminium tins, all very good wire. Should be here, I'm going to say about a week, maybe 2 at the most.
Cool.
Should be here. So, but what probably took a lot of time as well was getting my, the Naturevape stickers and everything else for the tins. So that's all in hand. All in hand.
Any news on the Pioneer?
No news yet. I did message him, and this, goes with a comment earlier. I don't think he's messaged back, and that's typical. And I've had that from the start. He's a lovely bloke. He really is a lovely, lovely bloke, and the tank is good as well. And I will be stocking it. But I think the interest of that tank has surprised him as well.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably feels a little bit ambushed, and he's just dealing with things as he can.
I've seen someone with a different drip tip on it. It was in Ultimate. It looks so much better.
Did it? Yeah. DE, how's your mum? Naturevape? Nice of you to ask. She's home. She's a lot better. She's adamant she wants to drive her car. Why would you want to at 88?
Disconnect the ECU.
Yeah. She's never had an accident, but she's seen plenty. Oh dear. But no, she's much improved. Thank you. Much improved. Nice to see her out. Was that about a month, 5 weeks she had, I suppose, all in all. Liam says he's sticking to his Claptons and Aliens. This was
Question for
related
you
to
there, Mark.
I guess. Rufus, no problem. I'll be going slow vaping that. Bob, I don't know what that one's for. Mike's Mech Reviews. Mark, if you have the dual 1860 with lots of red, yes please. Jay, talk about something.
Go and buy them because there's not many left. Go over to Naturevape.
Go on, now you see what it's like. You can carry on with chat.
Let's see what it's like with it. Bob Catterall, try taking it to 300 watt if 160 doesn't scare you. Or, like I've got one of these. This goes to 400 watts. 4S Lipo DNA 250. Beast. Looks like the glass, same size as the old Goblin Mini Arte. It might have been that one. It might have been that. Something like that, wasn't it?
I'm back. I haven't, Mike. I'm sorry. They're all pretty much the same. Blues, browns, and greens. Really, they're the dominant colours. How'd you get on, Jay?
All right, mate. All right. Yeah.
Carry on.
Back, yeah. But I'm not stupid, Bob. I thought it was off the old Inikin Axiom, but I was wrong, though. Still not worked it out, but I have 3 of them. AVC. About which tank it was. He still hasn't worked out which one it is.
Oh, hasn't he? Right.
No.
Iggy, any vape drama recently? Well, no, is there? I haven't heard
No, I haven't seen any.
No. I haven't seen any tweets or... No. Nothing at all.
We don't do drama here.
We don't do drama.
We're a respectable show.
If Carlsberg did drama... Oh, am I allowed to say that? We'll pick another one. Liam, must admit, not a fan of lime. I like it. Like the blackcurrant raspberry and lime, for me, there is only a tiny bit of lime there, but for me, that just makes it.
It just lifts the other flavours, doesn't it?
Really
a citrus helps to lift the other flavours, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah, but not a dominant lime. I wouldn't want that. I don't think.
No, I also find I don't particularly like it in a really warm vape, sort of like cloudy vape environment. I'd rather in a mouth to lung.
Right. Yeah.
That flavour, that particular flavour. Don't know why. I just prefer it in a mouth to lung. I find it more enjoyable.
That's how I vape it, isn't it? God, you eating Jaffa cakes? I like Jaffa cakes.
Yeah.
What is it with Jaffa cakes that you open the box and within 10 minutes the whole lot is gone? You just wipe them out, don't you? I do.
I had the twin pack. I've already had one packet of them.
Simon, Mark, it was the Axiom 1. I ordered one and Kieran was sorry it was the wrong one. Jay, I'm interested in in the new Drag S. So is it the Axiom 1, the glass? Is that what he's talking about? Or have I got...
Yeah, I think it was, yeah. It was the Axiom one. I ordered one and Kieran was sorry it was the wrong one. Basically, he bought the wrong one.
Okay.
Yeah, is it the Drag? Is it called the Drag S? The new pod system from, is it Vaporesso? Is it Vaporesso?
I thought we were back on vape drama then. That was quite sharp. That
was bad.
For an Norfolk lad.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Talking of shares, you should have taken shares out in German gas company in 1930. The new Drag. Is it called the Drag? The new pod system from Vaporesso. It's got like a Lost vapey look to it. They do an X and an S.
I've seen a new one by, oh God, who sent me that the other day? Vapefly. Vapefly have got a new one.
Sure, it was that fresh, no?
That looks a little bit like it actually looks a bit Voopoo-ish, like one of their mods. A bit like a police walkie.
It was Voopoo. I'm sure it was Voopoo that's done the new one. One of them did a new. Is the Vinci X and S? That's the ones I was thinking of, not the drag. The Vinci X and S. It's one's a built-in battery pod, and the other one's a 18650 pod.
And Stuart Ayton thinks you're wrong. He loves the Aries one. Told you, there's a lot of people like that, Tank. Just not you. Just not the Jaffa Cake man.
Devil says it was shit as well, so.
1-1. 2-1. Have you tried the Kylin MAIO? No, I haven't. Have you? No, I haven't. I always get this sinking feeling when I get a Skype message come through. It's like, hi Mark, hi whoever. We got a new product. Are you interested? Yeah, tell me more. Pod.
No!
Sinking feeling. Yeah, Dean didn't like it. Muted menthols, like someone poured custard over it. I never tried one, to be honest. I didn't try one. It was. When was that out? That was out about the same time as my True Tank, wasn't it?
It's about 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I think, I probably didn't want to try it.
Because they brought the stock coil version out not long after, didn't they?
And Webley, Aries 2 is brilliant. Got mine today. Airflow is one of the smoothest I've ever vaped. It's better than the, I guess he means Aries 1.
Aries, yeah.
I probably will buy one to try it.
It's your sort of thing, though, isn't it? Mouth to lung rebuildable, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to keep trying all the different ones, haven't you?
Yeah.
Gonna get one funds low. Aries 22 got really good reviews. Mark Todd said proper mouth to lung. He just didn't like the look of it. Yeah, well, he's got his own tank, hasn't he? Of course.
Yeah.
Coming out.
Yeah, it's on pre-order. It's out at the end of the month, isn't it?
Yeah, I noticed there's a lot of pre-order for it.
Ah?
I noticed there's a lot of pre-order for it.
Yeah.
I've got this niggling feeling that I've heard him say he doesn't agree with pre-orders yet. His tank is all over the place on pre-order. So I think actually what he...
Yeah, but that probably wasn't him, to be honest.
To be fair, I think what he meant was some of these Facebook companies you've never heard of before do these buy 50 pre-orders. That's more what he meant, so I'm teasing.
It's basically like crowdfunding, isn't it? It's like, if we get a pre-orders, you pay for all the machining first, isn't it? So all the tanks cost us nothing.
It is a bit like crowdfunding. You're spot on there. Ian Morgan, have you got the red colour tones of the 26650 Arctic Dog with no green on it whatsoever? Jay, take over.
While he goes nosing for a 26650 Arctic Dolphin with no green on it whatsoever, with more red. We'll call brown red, shall we? If you've got no red ones. The Kylin is going to sell. Not my cup of tea, but looks decent. That's Swirling Monk. No, it's not Swirling Monk. It's Swirling Merc now. I thought he was Swirling Monk. Keith, tripod on the Dione Mini. A little bit lighter.
I'm fed up with looking at them, so I brought them all over.
He's brought them all over.
I've got to hold them up.
Right, keep an eye out and shout at him when we're way back in chat, so he'll have to shout.
It's ever so hard to see these colours. It really is.
That's mainly blue, isn't it, with a bit of brown in it?
Yeah. So that's one. Let's put them there. They're all fairly similar, to be fair. God,
yeah,
how do I get it without reflecting on that? Hang on.
Tilt it back so it points to your ceiling. There you go. That's better.
There's a little bit of red in that
one. There's not much green. It's mainly blue, isn't it?
Let's go with... there's number 2. A bit of red in there. That's very browny, fawn.
Yeah, a little bit of dark blue going on in that bad boy.
Didn't think I'd ever be doing this. Blue with some yellowy...
browny, beachy colour in there, isn't it? Streaky stuff.
Beachy. Fawn. We're going to go with fawns. You wouldn't want that one. Green.
Oh.
Green.
It's an interesting colour. That's yellow. That's mostly blue, isn't it?
Blue. Bloody reflections in here on my screen. Let's put that down there. That's brown. There's a lot of brown in there.
That's brown. I'd call that slightly reddish tinge to it as well. That's quite nice, that brown one.
Red? It's more brown, I think.
Was it brownie?
Yeah.
Thing is, of course, you turn to the other side and it's got fluorescent green on
And
it.
that is definitely green and blue. So
that one's quite pretty. Put that one in my pile.
You go to chat at the bottom because I'm useless at it. If there's one of them he fancies, I'll put it behind.
Can't remember who asked now.
Ian Morgan.
Ian Morgan, that's it, yeah.
The Carlin is going to sell Not My Cup of Tea. Tripod. Yeah, there's more tripods arriving soon. We're getting them very soon.
I think Ian's buggered off.
he's probably tell you in a minute. Oh, there might not be any of them fancied, but everyone's seen them now. So, Scott Lee, what was the mod you have the Hellvape MD on? That is the Hera.
The Hera.
Hera. That one. And that's the new one that's coming by Ambition Mods.
Yeah. Any news on that one?
Which, well, Aspire are going to copy it in about 6 months, I think. Yeah, this will be about 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Takes 24mm tanks, and it's a thumb firer.
Yeah. And how much will that be? Or
it'll be about the same as the Easy mod, I think, about 60 quid round figures.
Yeah. Are they just doing it in that one colour, or have they got multiple? I know they were showing.
No, they're going to be doing multiple colours. I think there's blue. I think they might even do a pink one for the ladies.
For the ladies.
For the ladies. Thanks, Neil. Great news on the wire. 400 watts. What's that? What goes? Oh, the Boxer goes 400 watts. Crikey. Who would need 400 watts? I mean, I've got... What wattage are these 2650 ones? I think they go up to 100 watts because, I mean, bear in mind, guys, they're quite...
Yeah, I think they were 80 and 100, weren't they, depending on which one you had?
Yeah.
I think the single 18650 one's 80 watts, isn't it? There's like 100, 150 watts. Does the job, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, 64 watts. That's all I've got that one.
Yeah.
64 watts, 0.2.
It's a nice clear display on it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I just feels so nice in the hands. Tactile, isn't it? It's lovely. Why?
Go nuts with a bit of wax and rub it back a bit better as well.
So what?
Like
there is something you should use on Stabwood, isn't there? What is it? Oh, is it? Is that the best stuff?
Yeah, that's what I use. Renaissance Wax, micro crystalline wax polish. It brings the colours up. I've just literally done this today with it. So you just get like a nice,
that's nice,
texture layer on it. There's a bit of a sheen going on.
And it doesn't make it sticky or anything like that?
No, you put a bit on, you rub it in, you leave it, and then you buff it off with a cloth.
Yeah.
Leave it for 5 minutes, then buff it off with a cloth. I mean, I've done... I was given this tub, but I've used that much in about 2 months.
Yeah.
But I've got a lot of stab mods. I've gone nuts with it on everything that's... I've rubbed everything that's wood.
Have you?
Yeah.
Hardwood? Softwood? All wood?
That one does both stab and hybrid as well. So it works with stuff as well. I've just done this with it today, so you can see the sheen on all the colours.
Yeah, well, that's got a coating anyway, that one, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't.
Hasn't it?
No coating on that.
Right, I'm crying.
No coating on that. It's just the wood. Well, not just the wood. It's stabilised wood, so it's got resin in it. But
yeah,
it's just rubbed back and polished.
Nice. Does look nice, that. Liam Mark got some of your aliens the other day. Bloody good coils for a budget. Thank you, Liam. Yeah,
yes, they are bloody good coils.
We do our best. So, I mean, that's the point as well. You see, I sell a lot of my coils to Germany. Germany probably buys as much as the UK does.
Yeah.
Now, to not be able to sell a tank off my site to Germany, I'm sorry, I can't. You can't have that, can you?
I just wouldn't say. I wouldn't have said anything. I just sent them anyway.
No, I just. open, transparent. That's how I like to be. But I'd rather, I'd rather not pay lip service to it. I'd rather just say no. I can't. How can you police that anyway? You can't hide a product from Germany. It just doesn't work that way. Albert, Mark, will you be getting the replacement glass for the Pandora if they release them? No, I won't, I'm afraid, Albert. But they will be available somewhere else. Because I know they're going to do it because I've seen pictures of it. So they're definitely going to do it.
Kaiser Aladdin is definitely worth a go. The Kaiser Aladdin dripper was banging.
Yeah, I mean, we've sold quite a few.
You've still got some left, haven't you?
One thing about keys, well, I always tend to buy a lot of keys, but what happens with keys is that they're a bit timeless. They are all good tanks. Their RTAs are good. They're all good that I've tried. And if you don't sell them all instantly, they do keep going out. They keep selling, and then obviously they stop making that model. And if I've still got them, they keep going out. And they are on offer, I think, at the minute as well. So, yeah, fill your boots. Don't go there, Jay. Where's that? Where were you going, Rufus?
I think he was on about buying shares in the gas bill. Oh. In the gas company.
Yeah, it's all right for you. Didn't happen to you. All be resolved. This time next week, I was it's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. Keith, pods, yuck. Yeah, couldn't agree more. There's a lot of more AIOs coming out. I don't mind an AIO, do you? I mean, this thing's good. I like this.
Saying that, I've got a couple of pods that I do use. I do use the Nord occasionally when I've got coils for it, and I've got the Amulet watch as well, just because I'm a slag. And I'm a gadget nut. But it's quite nice if you just nip out to the shops for the missus. You don't have to take a big mod with it. It's just on your wrist. So if you need a quick toot, you can have a toot.
Jay Jarry says, Phil admit, hang on, put that up there. Phil admit it was shit mouth to lung on his show the other day, so fix it with the Aries too. Phil Bazzardo, obviously. We didn't say that at the time, did he?
No, buy my tank. We've made shitloads of them. We need to get my money back. Hashtag cash grab.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't say it at the time. That was amazing at the time. Liam, gotta go, guys, up at 4 a.m. Good God.
Take it easy, bud.
Cheers, Liam. Take care. Swirling Monk high from 20 minutes ago. Sorry, Swirling Monk.
That's what I just read.
Oh, God, what you've read?
No, the one that you just read out. That's the one I just read. I just read it as you were reading it. That's what I was chuckling at.
What's that? Oh, what? You said hi 20 minutes ago?
Hi from 20 minutes ago.
Is that because I'm not that far behind in chat?
No, he's not. He's only half a page.
You read that out while I was rooting down at these mods, didn't you?
Yeah.
Aries 2, great till you buy 2 and find the deck airflow is wobbly and lets air go through the sides. Poor consistency.
Ooh, QC.
Well, that's what you meant.
Is that Anakin, though? Anakin usually don't have that issue. Anakin are usually pretty good with stuff.
Made some right stern stuff, didn't they? There's some real solid tanks in the early days. Rick, 22 mil Aries 2. That is, oh right, yeah, that is. Mark, you mean the BP fund I donated to? Yeah, I thought in a way that's a little bit naughty as well, because it's like he's selling 100 tanks, isn't he?
Yeah, he sold 100 tanks like a pre-order sort of thing.
Yeah, and he's cutting all the people, the dealers he wants to sell those tanks to.
It's to raise hype, isn't it? A lot of companies do it to raise hype. So the people that are in the group get first dibs on the first 100, but they've got to pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame. He's marketed it quite well. He's spent quite a bit of money on videos and pictures and stuff like that, I think, as well. But
yeah, they've done some rather sexual pictures of it. And
Paul, when I speak to him, I shall make a note of your name, Paul Hinchcliffe. I shall tell him that you are not a happy man. And you
tell him that he's massive in the UK. He's one of my followers, and you fucked him off. We're not saying
he's massive. Don't you know who he is? Have you got no idea? Keith, the Fetch Pro with the RBA deck is pucker. I haven't tried it. The Fetch Pro, I like the look of it, but you know,
We got I had to go in the shop on Sunday to go and take some pictures and stuff ready for Click and Collect this week, and I noticed we had the Nord 2 in. It's now got a screen on the side.
Oh,
it's
is
really
it?
Smart, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
I quite fancy that. I like the Nords anyway.
The problem with Smock, and I've always said it, is, I mean, how many products have they had since this thing, which I very nearly stopped? Can you imagine?
Yeah, we've got the RPM 280 now, haven't we?
Yeah. Can you imagine if I'd have bought them, 100 of them, and sold 40 and the other 60 were still here? I'd have no chance. So,
Well, I guarantee you the coils would fly out because the coils fit about 6 different mods.
well, they do, but you never know what you're going to get with Smock, do you?
No. To be fair, their pods have been probably the best
They
things
have, yeah, they have, to be fair.
Apart from the Noro one, you had loads of faulty ones, didn't you?
Rufus, Keith, me too. Steam Island though looks a bit like the Rose V3. Is that you talking about Todd's new tank?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Got clouds around it because it's called the Har, isn't it? And of course, Har's clouds, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Scottish Cloud, isn't it?
Scottish Cloud, yeah.
So we had the Kelpie, which is a Scottish horse.
Yeah, isn't it a waterborne horse or something like that? Isn't it? Mystic horse. There was one in that Harry, one of those Harry Potter Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. There was one in that one.
It enticed young girls into the water and then did whatever, killed them or whatever. Yeah,
horseplay.
So the story goes. So yeah, perhaps my new tank should be called the Turkey, like a Norfolk.
You call it the.
Don't go down the Gobble Road. They're beautiful.
Buy the new tank from Naturevape. It's beautiful.
Well, it worked for Bernard.
No turkeys have been harmed in the making of this art. Yeah.
Did you know that Bernard Matthews used to work for when it was Norwich Union, which is now Aviva, isn't it? Aviva, yeah. It was Norwich Union. He worked for them, and he kept turkeys as a side hustle. You know, just making a few bob, and then left and went bigger and bigger and bigger.
Made a lot of bloody money, didn't he? To be fair.
Yeah, he did. Adrian, Mark, have you heard of the Millennium RTA by the Gentleman's Club? Looks like a cracking mouth to lung vape that few know about. I have heard of the Millennium, yes.
Isn't that the one that it's got a similar airflowy thing to the Cog? No,
that's the Roulette.
The Roulette, yeah, that's it. No, I've not heard. I have heard of it, but I've not seen.
I've looked at a few rather odd mouth to lung tanks lately. There's a lot coming through, isn't there? There's another one by what's that company? Is it AVV? Is it AVV?
Yeah, AVV. Yeah.
That looks cracking as well. That just floats my boat. It's like the James Bond bloody mouth to lung tank, isn't it? With all the bits and gadgets. You know, that's nice. Lynn, Aspire bring out a 22mm GT tank. Yep, they did. You got one, haven't you, Jay?
No, it's not 22. They're bringing out a 22.
Oh, it's a 24, is it?
24. Yeah.
You see, I've heard different things about those coils as well. Some people say they're not all that.
The people that say they're not all that, right, I guarantee you are putting 70-30 in it, right, and they're vaping it at 23 watts or 24 watts.
Right.
I run mine with 60-40 or 50-50 at 11 watts. I get 3 weeks out of a coil. Never have any wicking issues.
Yeah.
You put 70-30 in it, run it 20 odd watts, then yeah, you will have issues because the tank can't keep it.
Are you one of these that washes his coils and puts them on the radiator to dry and tries them again?
Have been known to.
Yeah, I knew you were a screw.
It depends. If the coil's black as the ace of spades, then no. But if it's just like it's just burning out because one bit's gone a bit black, I have been known to put them in my mate's ultrasonic and let them just dry out.
I think that is the definition of tight, isn't it, Jay? To do that.
It's only when I'm skint and I haven't got enough coils, but I've got enough rebuildables
I
here.
was going to
So
say, you got enough wire and rebuildables.
yeah, I've got
Chunk,
coils. I
good
bought some
evening,
coils.
Chunk. Nice to.
Evening, Chunkmeister. How are we, sir?
He does say one or two funny things, doesn't he, Chunk? I think there's a Facebook post he said put the other day. I thought it was quite funny.
He's into cardboard crack at the minute.
Can't.
I see him spending a fortune on cardboard crack. It's a game called MTG.
Is it?
It's a card game. It's a bit like Dungeons and Dragons on crack.
Oh, right.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons crossed with top trumps. And you play these games. Magic the Gathering, it's known as MTG. But people pay stupid money for cards and stuff. It's called cardboard crack because we used to sell it in the shop I worked at in North Wales. And you used to get all the students, they get their bursary and they come down right for the MTG release and they come and buy like boxes of boosters,
Really?
like 300 cards for like 250 quid or something stupid like that. Bloody nuts.
I know when Pokemon was all the thing, I was getting Pokemon cards from it's like an Asian contact I had, and I was able to get these cards, and no one in this county could get these cards, and
You had them.
That was quite a lucrative time, I have to say.
Oh, we used to sell shed loads of them.
Yeah, didn't make much on them, but you sold a lot of them. A lot.
But you'd have a guy that could buy a box of boosters, a couple of 100 cards in. He'd sit there and open all the different packets, and he'd go, nope, and he'd bought like 4 boxes, like 600 quid or whatever it is.
Really?
Yeah. He'd sit there going, nope, yep, nope, yep, and he'd leave half of them behind. He'd just sit downstairs in the game room, just like there'd be a stack of cards there that he didn't want, and he'd only leave with like 10. Rares, like.
Rufus says it's like watching QVC. So, where is it?
You need to get Martin Parker on.
Yeah.
Do you like the lining? Do you like the lining? Do you like the box?
The difference is, Rufus, that these are bargains. Oh dear.
Genuine 9-carat gold plated with $49.99.
Robert, that green stroke yellow looks like someone took their inspiration from their child. Oh, God, nappy. Oh, no. I suppose I get what you mean. Yeah, but
although on camera they can look rank, but when you take them out of the packet, and
I was going to say, you see, they're all in plastic and in front of them. Get them out of the plastic, and what you get then is a completely different, looking thing. But with
I like the pearl in that purple, and that's lovely, isn't it?
With some of your magic rub, Jay, that also found on the shopping channel, obviously.
Yeah. I think what I might do when I get mine off is I might take it apart and take the wood off if I can.
Right.
Because what I'll do is I'll then mesh it. The ultra fine polishing stuff.
Oh right, yeah.
Do that first so it gets it smooth. And then put the stuff on.
I think there's a chat within chat here with Rufus and Keith. Something beautifully made and. Not enough red. No, I didn't think so, Ian. But at least you've seen what they are. I'd rather that. It's all joking apart about the QVC channel. I'd rather someone saw it and said, "No, it's not what I want." That has now saved you 60 quid or whatever. It saved you potentially returning it back to me. It's just saved a whole drama, isn't it? So a lot easier.
Yep.
Paul, Mark, one black, clear, and yellow. Oh right, for me. Yeah, well, I will order quite a few as always, and actually, we might as well keep on the QVC theme. The Easy Mods they're on their way. They're in transport to us now, so they'll be here. I've had a few emails actually about mainly black and stainless steel, so they'll be here in about 3 days. What else is coming? Some more Purity Pluses in gun metal.
Nice.
They're doing them in gunmetal grey now. They never do black. I preempted black and put black on the website because they always do black.
Yeah.
And I thought I'll get on the ratings before anyone else, and they never did do black.
Why not do a black though?
I don't know.
I think a black would sell better than a
I
gunmetal.
know
The
they've
gunmetal looks stupid on
yeah,
everything
they've
to me, anyway.
never done it.
Unless you've got a gunmetal mod,
Mm.
it don't look right, does it?
And not being funny, who has got a gunmetal mod? There's not that many back.
I've got one. I've got two.
Yeah.
I've got two that have got a greyish tinge to them.
Batman
One of
vapes at
which is a
400.
gunmetal Aspire mod, but that's got black on it as well.
I couldn't vape at 400. Batman does apparently. I couldn't. It's just
Done it once. It was rather warm.
yeah. It's just
About 12 coils in the RDA.
yeah. But for me, it's just too.
It's over the top. It is over the top.
Mouth to lung, I'm normally 13 watts, and something like a direct lung, then I'm about 60 to 70 watts, somewhere around there. Usually 64 for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Rufus, I like polishing my wood too, Jay. There you go, you see.
Yeah, we are. We all like, we gotta have a good polish of your wood, haven't you? Or keep the tip shiny, haven't you?
Mark, do you have the Aegis Max 21700? Well, yeah, I've got one with elastic bands around it, which you. The only reason there's elastic bands around it, do you want to know why that is, Jay?
Go on.
I've got a coil holder, a wire holder,
Yeah.
and I lay that on top to stop it unraveling, and the elastic. So it's not because the mod needs it, because it doesn't. So, but I've had that years. I only got one. I got one for myself, but yeah, they're a.
I've got one on the shelf that's like near enough new, and it was about 2 weeks old, and it was dead.
Was it?
It died, yeah.
I know someone was looking for one. I think he got one. I think Dean Devil Vapor might have.
Yeah, I think he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't sorted something out.
Bob says nothing like polishing your wood to keep it performing, Jay.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. Or your head, you can do your head now, couldn't you?
Hmm.
I think that suits you, actually.
I hated it when I did it.
Did you? You need a tattoo now, don't you? That's what it's called, isn't it? The ha, yeah. Is it pronounced ha?
Yeah, the ha.
Just saying that the ha has a similar look to it. Was that the rose? Did you say it was like the rose? Can't remember.
Yeah, it's got a lot of little bits and bobs from other people, but then he's making it for himself, isn't he? So you want to see the clouds he gets out of it, though. Fucking hell. For a little tank, you know, that you'd think would be a mouth to lung, and he isn't. It's
Right.
direct lung, like. But yeah, it's got a nice ring to it. The Heartier.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Paul says, Mark, sod Germany. They won't ship anything to me. The rotten shites. Why won't they ship to you?
They were Germany don't ship to you because of the TPD, because all their tanks are bigger. They don't ship out to anyone. They're very strict on that. So what you need to do is find a nice German friend that you can order through, and he will drop ship it to you, like, sort of thing. There are ways and means around it by, like, there's like proxy sites that they'll order shit for. You go on the site via them and they'll order it and they'll send
In a
it to you.
group.
Yeah.
We get quite a lot of people that order via a drop shipping company. Quite a lot. Keith, I just used an Artiana tube mod in the car out and about. Can't stand clouds in the car. No, especially in the winter, because your screen just gets
all manky, doesn't it?
manky in no time. Turn over V3, waiting to see how the HAR reviews before buying. Yeah, I haven't really. I did watch a bit of his video about it. His little, was it like unboxing, wasn't it? More than anything else.
Yeah.
Toz, but will I buy? I don't know. I'm probably the same thing. I think I'll wait and see what people think about it. It's not going to be a cheapie, is it?
It's 77 euros or 77 quid.
Not too bad then.
No, it's for a Van and Dell product. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's not sort of right up there. It's not right down there either. Paul and Keith are having a nice little chat in here. Still think Hero Indulgence was a great suggestion. Now that was on a budget. Oh right, yeah,
Oh,
the
the
Hero,
tank, yeah.
the tank. Yeah, thanks, Neil. Yeah, a lot of people. I think everyone who bought that really enjoyed it. I don't think there's many left now. It might be a couple of rainbow or something. Albert, Mark, can you put a mainly green 18650 Dolphin aside, please? About to order one. You talking the dual or the single? Which one did I have here? That was the Max. What about that? That's mainly green.
Did that song say do 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 do?
First one I
Did
look is mainly
There's green on that one.
there's green.
Yeah, there's green. That's quite nice. That'll do. I bet the other side's all green, isn't it?
There you go. One? If I tighten that cellophane, you can see it better. Look.
Yeah, there you go.
If that one floats your boat, Albert, I'll leave that there. QV.
You need some post-it notes. Albert wants this one.
Do the music, Jay. QV.
Do 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 be do do.
Sounded more like Zcars.
I was thinking of the one that what's his face? What was his name? Tony Hart used to play on the gallery section.
Oh, that's right. Do do do. That's it. Yeah, I remember that.
Do do do.
I'll remember that. Mark, are you getting that coil build kit again? Yes, I am. I haven't ordered many. I've ordered a few. You're talking about the Ambition ones, Alan. And yes, there's one or two. Talking of which, where is Charlie? Is Charlie in chat? Charlie asked me, what did he ask me last week, Jay? Can I find a Blitz? Do you remember?
Blitz?
Blitz.
FP glass, was it?
No. And I said, I'm a monster. And I said, I'm sure I got one somewhere. I'll have a look for you.
There you go. Blitz Monster sub-ohm tank.
I found it. So if you're in chat, Charlie, if not, I think I've got your number. Oh, I've got your number. I'll send you a message. But I think he said he was going to be watching. So that'll be a happy man. There was a little story behind that. He lost it. So that's good. Good for him. I don't know what Keith's going on about in chat here. He's having a right old chat away with Rufus and Paul.
Yeah, there's all sorts going on.
How many thumbs up we got, Jay? 34. We've got 84.
Yeah, you've got to get more thumbs up than that, guys. Come on.
Daniel's usually put in chat by now. He's usually we'll leave it to Daniel. He usually puts it in about 10-2, and I've just noticed we are. But
he has put it in. I've just looked down the chat.
Oh, has he? Oh, there.
He's on the ball, straight on the nose he was.
Phone's ringing. That'll be me mother. I tell her every time, don't ring me on a Tuesday night. She always does. Hang on a sec. New tank. I should have been paying attention, by the way. Millennium is awesome. New tank. Did I mention a new tank? I might have mentioned. Oh, calling it the turkey.
Yeah. What's the news on that dripper? On your turkey dripper, then?
That one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that you keep going. Yeah, clouds, bro. So is that a single coiler then? The one that I haven't had to put any juice in. I've been vaping away. This one with the bottom airflow. Yeah, that one. Yeah, which hasn't leaked a drop and still keeps dripping away for some reason. I'm waiting for a dry hit and he goes, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" There won't be one for a long while yet. Yeah, that's one that a company would. We've been talking about this for a little while, and it's a bit unique. And you don't count your chickens for the hatched, but a collaboration has been mentioned. Ooh, sweet, hasn't that, mate? Yeah, but it's fine tuning, perhaps. But yeah, true RTA for the win, mate. True RDA. Yeah. Truda. As long as it isn't a turda. Call it Truda RDA, innit? Truda. Truda for your bula bula. Where is it? There you go. Yeah. Bula bula. So, a bit hard to ask what everyone thinks of that, but I think you can see it certainly performs all right. Airflow sounds quite smooth, a little bit turbulent maybe, but that's because you're hooning on it, isn't
I
it?
am hooning. That's about half open. Let's go full.
That's better. If they haven't already, get them to chamfer the edges of the airflow. It'll make it a lot quieter and smoother.
It's the trouble is all stainless steel is quite thin, isn't it? You chamfer it, it's going to be a very fine
No, not on the outside, on the inside.
on the inside.
You know, the actual, because you got the cap that pulls off.
Yeah.
Not the cap itself. That doesn't cause the whistling. It's where it goes over the sharp edges, isn't it?
Yeah, get your point.
Just want chamfers it, and on the same bottom of the coil, because you get that Venturi effect.
Yeah, a little bit of doming going on.
A bit of domage. A bit of domage.
I can show you inside. A bit of doming.
Oh, look at that bit of domage. Look at that. Nice and clean. Machining looks very nice on that.
Yeah, and there's a connection with someone I've worked with before, so I quite like that. So, paying attention, by the way, the Millennium is awesome. I have to have a good look at that Millennium, I think. I did look. I know I looked at it.
Is it pricey?
Do you know, the trouble is, Jay, I look at so many and, they all roll into one in the end. As soon as you see it again, you think, oh, I remember this one. Yeah, I like that or that about this one, and so it goes on. Paul says the roulette is decent. Can't get good, tight and smooth airflow and good... Oh, can get good. See, it's good to read properly, isn't it? Let's put that on there. Can get good, tight and
instead of a cog there.
You what?
Should have bought a roulette instead of a cog there.
Can I move that? Yeah, I can. There you go. That's better. We'll try it there. I'm one. Just got the Aries 2 in the mail. It's great. Way better than the version 1. Cody Vogler. Good evening, Cody Vogler. Trying to get one. Millennium is Adrian. My little lad costs a fortune. Pokemon cards. Are they still a thing then? Because this was when...
Yeah, still going, mate.
This was when they first came out, and honestly, I couldn't...
No.
It was really weird because they were bought locally through... we've got a newspaper company called, it's Menzies. Or was at the time here, and they were the people that were supplying them, but they couldn't get any. They couldn't get any at all. And I had sort of, I know I'm quite old, and I know a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? I know people like news agents, and the people I knew in the news agents. They were just like, "Well, how many boxes can you get?" I was, "Are you serious?" Yeah. So, and I was getting big deliveries of the things. It was nuts. I do the booster box. I spent about 2K. Wow, chunk.
Yeah, see, I told you, cardboard crap. It's fucking stupid.
Are you calling chunk stupid?
No, the actual idea. I mean, whoever thought of that? Pictures of mental.
You can't dig your way out of that one now, even Andy. You can't.
2K. You could have had some really nice stuff for $2,000. Instead, you've got bits of paper that are going to end up in the bin.
That's unbelievable, chunk. Unbelievable.
There you go. Box of 24 booster packs is 260 quid. I can't remember. Yeah, 24 packs of, was it 10 cards or something?
I think that's ignorance is bliss sometimes, and that's. I could never see myself spending that kind of money on like cards of any kind. I'm far too mean for that. Simon, Mark, any chance of getting Netvape on as a guest? I would love to, and I have asked him once, and I think he's quite a sort of private type person.
Yeah.
He just does his own thing, but I'd love to have him on as a guest, and if he's watching Netvaper, and he's got the same watch as me as well, I know he has because I've seen it. And I put a comment, he said, "You've got an eye like a hawk" or something. But when you've got that watch yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
If you're watching, be lovely to have you on as a guest. I think I like his reviews. I think they're spot on, they're accurate, he's knowledgeable, and I think he'd make a very good guest.
Yeah.
And Rufus wants Jaffa cakes now. So see the trouble you cause. Mark, Italy had DNA easy mods at one point, stupid prices.
Yeah.
I think what will have happened, Paul, is that someone was converting them.
I think that's what they were doing. They were buying them and then putting the DNAs in them.
Because they were. I kept pleading with Ambition Mods to make a DNA version, and they just flatly refused.
Yeah.
So, and obviously, I converted. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. I converted one myself. They're not hard to do. How much is a?
But hang on, isn't that mod an old design by Sunbox anyway? Maybe Sunbox did a DNA version before. I don't know.
Well, there might have been something in the contract to tell them they weren't
Yeah.
allowed to do it. I don't know, but you know, it wouldn't be hard to convert one. It really wouldn't.
Because it does look like it was designed for a DNA 60.
It was designed for it, 100%. Yeah, it's the same. Chunk's still going on about it.
I don't think they'd have sold as many in DNA though.
No, possibly not. But I think
because the price would have been higher.
I just think that there was an audience for both, wasn't there?
Yeah.
There was, you know, both would have been all right. I think, and you know, some would have loved the DNA version and paid the extra, and others would have just took the cheaper. So I think they could have had the best of all worlds, but they didn't. Jay, tell me of the proxy sites.
Oh, about like if you can get like proxy sites to like ship stuff from Germany, can't you?
Oh, I see. I'm with you now. Oh, the UK one is Amerix. People use Amerix a lot. So I don't know if that's a thing in Germany. And what basically happens is they order from
on your PR.
Like Mr. Smith, and the address is Amerix, Manchester or whatever.
Yeah.
It's sent there, and Amerix send it off to Saudi Arabia or Turkey or wherever. So that's what happens in this case. So I guess yours is no different. Should I be talking about that? Is that publicising like?
Basically, you want somewhere in Germany that will have it, will buy it to them, and then they'll send to you, sort of thing, isn't it?
Well, they must have drop shipping companies as well.
Yeah.
And then the company you're buying it from knows nothing about where it's going, do they?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I have no knowledge where these products are going to from Amerix. No knowledge at all. And you know, I know I'm Norfolk and slow, but it took me a little while to catch on. I thought, this bloke's ordering a few. I recognise it. Don't spit that out. But I get used to chat being 20 minutes behind. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Rufus, 78. It's cost me 78. What's that for? Don't know. No. The trouble is, some companies pretend to be in the UK with. No, there you go. That deserves a comment on the screen. Some companies pretend to be in the UK with 3 or 4 delivery. Then you find out they're Chinese dropshippers. Exactly right, Stuart. There's a lot. There's more of them than you think.
Yeah.
I think we've all fallen for it. I have. I know. I've fallen for it. Thank you, Daniel. That was put on 35 minutes ago, evidently. If you've enjoyed the show. Di's got a run. Thanks for tuning in, Di. Take care. Got a spare FP glass if anyone needs it. Is Robert. We've still got a few, I think.
Yeah.
And Rufus says his Fast Tech order turned up last week. 14 weeks for Caliburn pods. That's a long while to wait, isn't it?
Of course, they've probably been bloody off, haven't they?
So, well, yeah, they have. Well, it's not so much them. The shipping has been horrendous, and things that I've been buying from China, what would normally cost me like £100, shipping is costing me 500, 600, or even £700. It is crazy at the minute, absolutely crazy. And you know, I'm doing my best, and believe me or don't believe me, I'm doing my best to absorb a lot of these costs, because during this pandemic, my business has actually, rather than got worse, has actually got busier. So, you know, it's as long as I, as long as I ain't going bust and I make a few bob, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So, I don't mind. I'll put up with that to a point. It's weird, isn't it? The bigger your company gets as well, then the cheaper you get your postage, the cheaper
Yeah.
your envelopes are, the
Yeah.
cheaper.
Because the more you have to buy, you get. It's one of them. Isn't it?
Everything sort of does reduce as turnover goes, but then there's another point where how do you get to that without earning no money for the first 5 years? It's quite an odd one to gauge. Coil UK is off. Everyone's off to watch the news. 4 weeks for Stuart, yeah. And did we get an answer with that mod? Did I get the right one? I forget.
I have no.
Who ordered it now? Who was that? Oh, I'll look. I'll have to look back. Paul, Mark, is that the new? No, it's not. He's a bugger, isn't he? He's a bugger.
Someone put Fortuna EX Pro.
I couldn't say. I couldn't possibly say. 18 quid a tin. Don't know what that is. Millennium is pricey. How much is the Millennium then? Anyone know?
Not close.
Roulette, not bad. I've heard. It just didn't want to take the gamble on it. Oh, come on, Alan. That was quite sharp, I suppose, for this time of night. Did you read that? The roulette wasn't bad. I've heard. Just didn't want to take the gamble on it. Jay's away. He's in.
It's 169 euros.
Is it really? Crikey, that needs to be good, doesn't it?
It's got to be good for that.
Yeah.
It's look nice. That's got a nice look to it. It's very. It's got knurling. Sold.
It's got knurling.
You can't beat a bit of knurling. I think it's just the nicest looking thing. It's got a nice bit of class to it.
You like a bit of knurling?
I like a bit of knurling. I like knurling. That's why I like the Pandora, because it's got knurling top and bottom.
Chunk and Curly Chew are going on about these cards, not opening. I'm just speechless over the price of these cards.
Yeah. But he's brought him and his lad together with the pastime, so I suppose that's worth the pennies.
I get that. I read that as well, and I get that, and things like that are important. And it's hard to pick a pastime with your lad sometimes, isn't it? Because what you enjoy, he doesn't essentially enjoy.
Yeah, that's a good one, Paul Hinchcliffe. Mark, how about stocking some nice German kit? Maybe TAFE and Dicodes, Fevs.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but
Vapor Giant.
the problem is a lot of that is stitched up tighter than a drum, isn't it? It really is, and they just won't supply me. They just won't. There's absolutely no way. Like going on bended knee or worse.
Yeah, donning the German leather outfit. Achtung, jawohl.
With a whip.
Yeah, the whip. Yeah.
And the ball. Banned my lad from trading them. Was swapping shiners for shite.
Oh, the shinies were always the one with the football. You remember the Panini football cards when they were all the mentalness?
No.
Collect them all.
Rufus. Battery's chat driving at 88 miles an hour in his DeLorean. I don't mind. Have some fun. Is the show still going? Are we watching it buffered? Oh. No wonder it takes some expensive cards to get to know your boy Chunk. How rude.
Just spent 200 quid on a fucking little mini moto and taking him down the park.
Albert, we'll go for the dual 18650. I think it was Albert, wasn't it? Was that you, Albert? That one. Just before we go. Then I'll know.
Yes, Albert rings a bell, yeah.
It was Albert, wasn't it? Then that is the dual 18650, the Adonis Plus. Scratch Albert. Albert, let me write that down. Albert Valenti. Green. I'll put there green.
Yeah, green dolphin. Yeah.
Right. Good. That's that. That is yours, Albert. Done. Awesome show. Literally love you all. All right, elbow cough. Thanks, Wiggy. Star Wars cast. No, I don't remember that either. I didn't get angry once. Mark was telling me to dispute. Oh, right. Yeah, that's true, actually. Daniel, I said to him, I mean, people have raised PayPal disputes on me for not getting their parcel within 3 days. Okay. Daniel was waiting, I'm going to say 2 months, maybe more, for his parcel. And I said, Daniel, you've written email after email. You've got nowhere. Just raise a dispute. You will find they'll come quite quickly. And he didn't, to his credit. He didn't. I think he was getting very close to it. And then finally they turned. I think everyone's did. It's like this big release, wasn't it? And things have finally started to come through. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks, Mark and Jay, for another cracking show. Thank you, my fellow spanner, Lynn, Kieran, all the regulars, newcomers. It's been another great show. Plenty of friendly chat. It has indeed. And Swirling Merc got one today and love it. I was at the bottom.
He's on about die codes.
Yeah, but I was at the bottom of chat. I'd made it. At 10:10, I'd finally got to the bottom of chat and we've run over. We have run over.
We run over. But we started a bit late anyway, didn't we? So yeah.
We got 49 thumbs up, Jay. We
come on, one more. Let's go
to 50. We got 50. We got 50. Superb. The one thing I was going to... This has been a bit QVC-ish tonight, hasn't it? The one thing I was going to tell Keith about, which I know he likes, we had a Drake's delivery Keith? Today of quite a few. We had the apple. Can't remember if you like the apple. We had the whiskey. We had the coffee. A lot of the fusions in today. So, and they're all on the site now. And I know a lot of people have been waiting, and you can only click so many times on a site to see whether they're in or not. So just a quick mention that Drake's has arrived, and you know, a lot of them are the fusions that we haven't had for some time. Yeah. Mango as well. Is it more? I can't remember. It's mango. Something mango. That's here as well. So what did Ian put there? Mark, are you getting the Aegis Max 21700 mod? Ah, that's what you probably meant, was it?
Probably.
Is that
not heard of it?
No, I haven't. I doubt it. To be fair, I doubt it. Never say never, but
Geek Vape, innit?
Yeah, Geek Vape. But so that I could have like the old one and its newer model, couldn't I?
Yeah.
So, Jay, would you like to say your good nights?
Thank you all for keeping us busy as usual and enjoying the various wares that we have got on the website over at Naturevape that are new and shiny. So go over there and hit those buy buttons, get them in. Product placement. Oh, yes. Yeah. And we shall see you next week. Big thanks to all the mods as well and admins for keeping the chat safe.
Keeping our chat. Yeah, our chat needs so much discipline, doesn't it?
We've already got 2 admins, haven't we?
We have so many issues in chat. There are people that need banning all the time.
Yeah.
No, thanks everyone. I've basically all I've done today is as much as this show is a chill out for you, it is for me as well. And I did have a bit of an awkward day today. But, I feel lifted and I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed the show. I just want to say one quick thing, that Black Lives Matter. Yes, they do. All lives matter, in my view.
Yeah.
Well, and, equality is equality. 100% agree. But all lives matter. End of, as far as I'm concerned. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your questions. Thanks for all your comments and your laughs and your jokes. We all appreciate that. And until next time, next Tuesday at 8:30, we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.